So I'm recording now, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Like, as always, I just appreciate anybody taking any amount of time out of their day to focus on their business and spend time with us and grow with us. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to write down, if you can, get a piece of paper, write down 3 things that you want to accomplish today. These can be business goals, these can be things that have to be done at home, but the main thing that I want from this particular assignment is the things that you focus on is what's going to come to fruition. So if you focus on, oh my goodness, I'm so overwhelmed, I have so many things going on, like, you're going to be stuck in that state, and that's not a productive state. That's not a good place to be. That doesn't benefit anybody. That doesn't serve anybody, yourself and customers included. So if you have things that need to be done today, whether it be, again, work, home life, whatever it is, write down those 3 things that are the absolute most important. If it's, I have got a customer I have got to get followed up with today, if it's, oh my goodness, I was supposed to go check on this, or then the laundry needs put away, I don't care what it is, write down 3 things that you are going to get done today, and then do not go to bed tonight until those 3 things are done. Like, if you don't do anything else, other than this power hour, obviously, those 3 things have to get done. So I'm going to write down my 3. If you guys want to share those, then you can do that in the comment section. Please feel free to share if you want to share. But otherwise, when you're done, say done. Okay. Jessica, the assignment is write down 3 non-negotiables that you are going to absolutely get done today before you go to bed tonight. Whatever those 3 things are, they have to get done. That's it, the first assignment. Okay, I'm going to move on because I see people saying done, and I don't want to get hung up on that one too long because I have some other ones that are going to take some time. So this one is sort of like an interactive learning. I want to help you guys, for anybody that may be struggling with this, because I had somebody the other day say to me, somebody asked me about our products because they saw it on my back windshield and I didn't know what to say. So I want to hear from you guys. You can type it in the comments, or you can unmute yourself if you want to. Somebody asked you about our products. Hey, what do these products do for you? Tell me a little bit about them, whatever it may be. What do you say to them? What is here's my little blurb about what our products do. I'll tell you what I say. Almost every single time I say, and I still use this because Stacy used it with me, I'm like, listen, this is awesomeness in a box. It's a 2-pill twice a day program. It's going to make you feel great. You're going to have good, clean energy. It's going to clean up your blood chemistry. And then I ask them very quickly, what their goals are so that I can start pinpointing exactly what their needs are. So I keep it super straightforward, super simple, and I don't go into too much detail. So I want to know what you guys, somebody asked you about our products, what are you saying to them? Yeah, that's a great one, Lynette. I have, for the people when they get stuck like that, I will break it down to them like this. Why do you love your products? What are the benefits you're experiencing? What do you enjoy? And then when they tell me that, I literally tell them that's what you tell your customer. You share what you love about your products, because otherwise it's going to fall flat on them if it's obvious that you're just spewing back something to them. So plant-based vitamins, trace minerals give you energy, more carbohydrate types to eat less. Plant-based supplements for overall health and wellness. I've lost 54 pounds. Yeah, Tina C, like I love that you included like your story, because people are going to want to know why you love them. That's when you're going to be the most effective, is when you can speak candidly about why you feel the way you feel. So I just wanted to give you guys some ideas on that from other people, so you could hear what other people are doing and how that works, because it just has come up a lot over the last couple of weeks. So I just thought it would be a good opportunity on this platform to at least touch on that. So, okay, now this one is going to take some time. Yeah, what my experience is. Yeah, awesome. These are all great answers. So sounds like you guys are on the right track with that. So now, because today is my favorite day of the week, we're going to do some follow-up. So I want you to pull up your messenger, and I want you to go back to anybody that, not necessarily that you sent a link to, but maybe that you were having a conversation with and the conversation has kind of fell flat and you haven't heard from them in, I would say, 3 or 4 days at a minimum. It can be way longer than that. You can pick a month and go all the way back to that month if you want to. But pick a group of people. I want it to be 10 people. And then you can do more later if you want. I always recommend, you know, if this works for you, to do more. But I'm going to copy and paste what I want you to say or something like that, and send that in the chat so you guys can see it. Obviously, here, I'm sending it now. So it says, hey girl, I've been so crazy busy with all our new customers. I haven't had a chance to follow up. How are you? Okay. That's all I want it to say. Now, I have hey girl on there because that's what I would say, but you could say, hey Lindsay, hey Rachel, hey Kelly. You could use their name, but I want it to be something similar to that, and I want you to do 10 of them. So anybody that you haven't spoken to in a little while. I personally, because this is just what's easiest for me, I'm going to probably scroll back to like July and pick 10 people that I haven't spoken to since July. So that's just how I'm going to do it. You guys do it however you want. Christina, she asked on how to a faster way to scroll back. There's not a faster way to scroll back necessarily, but then once you get to where you want to be, I showed this tip before, but I don't know if you were on here when I shared it. If you scroll back to where you want to be and then put your phone on airplane mode and then go through and find the people that you want to send a message to, it won't keep popping your screen back up to the top. It'll freeze it so that you don't have to scroll back every single message. And then when you take it off airplane mode, it'll just send all of them. At all 10 of them at one time. So I don't recommend doing like a bunch, but you could do 10 in theory, and be fine. Doesn't work on a computer when I do that. Christina, does your computer go on airplane mode? Because like mine does, so that's why I was asking. My computer will go into airplane mode, and when like you can't put it in airplane mode first, or it only lets you scroll back so far. So like get where you want to be and then put it in airplane mode. Okay, we're seeing people getting done. Are we starting to get done? And if anybody has questions, please, as always, unmute yourself or feel free to ask in the chat. It doesn't even have to necessarily be about something that we're doing. If you need advice on something or help on a situation, we definitely want to address all that stuff. Any chance we get. Yes. Airplane mode tip is my favorite. But one of the things I always do, this never fails when I'm doing this, I have my phone in airplane mode, and then I'll like go to text Kyle, my ESR or something, or I'll go to text somebody and it like pops back and it's like message cannot be sent, and then I get ticked and I start thinking there's something wrong with my phone, and it's just me not having to keep my phone off of airplane mode. So don't forget to take it off airplane mode. Okay, so as you guys are finishing that up, I see some people saying done. I'm not going to move on yet, but I do want to give maybe a little bit of tips, coaching, advice on what's next with these people. It's going to sort of be on a person-to-person, case-to-case basis. If it's been a long time, then it's not a bad idea to just check in on them, like just start getting conversation again, get them responding to you again, and then maybe wait a couple of days and then come back and be like, hey, listen, we've got these awesome specials going on. If you're comfortable enough to go ahead and introduce that in this next conversation, that's okay too. If it's somebody that you've been talking to pretty recently, I would say, oh my goodness, I see that the last time we spoke, you were interested in XYZ package, or we were talking about this, I totally got sidetracked, or I hadn't checked back. Is that something you're still interested in? And then just getting kind of back on track really as quickly as possible. I know a lot of people, when they follow up, they're like, I don't know when, I don't know the right way. For me, I always find it the easiest just to be like, oh, I'm so stupid, I completely forgot that you were interested in XYZ, and just kind of put it back on me. It sort of takes, even if I didn't forget, you know what I mean? It just sort of takes that pressure away and makes it seem like, oh, then they're like, oh, it's fine, I know you're busy, you've got 10,000 kids and you got this and this and that. It just makes it an easy transition back into that conversation. So when you get done with this and those conversations start back up, hopefully they do for you. The more you do, the more conversation you're going to get back. So I had you do 10 now. It's always okay when we're done to go back and do 10 more, and then 10 more in a couple of hours, or whatever. But just get people talking again. So the more I do these, the more comfortable I am, the more I'm able to trust my gut on timing. Yeah, I mean, there's no like perfect timing. You're just gonna have to, you know, if you go way back to somebody you've not talked to in a long time, you're just gonna have to gauge like their openness to talk to you again on when it's okay to hit them with the question, like, you know, hey, I know it's been a long time, but you wanted to lose weight when I spoke to you in July. Is that something still on your mind? All of that stuff. You just kind of have to, person to person, there's not like a clear cut thing. But my method is try to get back onto what you're really wanting as quickly as possible, so that they don't feel like you've, I don't know, in some way betrayed them by kind of tiptoeing around it and then hitting it with them way down the road. That's just my opinion on it. That's how I handle it. I like to be pretty upfront about what I'm doing. So Yeah, it just, and it, yeah, you're right, Debbie. It just like feels better to be just like, you know, hey, this is why I'm messaging you. So, okay, are we getting done with that one? I'm seeing done. I don't want to move on too quickly because, like I said, there's a couple of these that that are going to take a little bit of time. So. Okay, we're gonna go on then because I'm seeing lots of dones. So let me scroll back to where I have this assignment so that I can make sure I explain everything to you guys. Okay, so this one is one that you guys can kind of be working on, maybe as sort of like a homework for when we're finished here, but I want to get your minds thinking about it right now so that I don't put it to you at the end of the call and then you just go, oh, I'll do it later, and it never gets done. I want you to at least be thinking about it right now. This one's kind of a fun one. I really enjoy doing this because every time we do something like this, people are so surprised at the response they get. So I want you guys to be thinking about 5 friends, whether it be like your actual friends, 5 family members. It can be some recent customers. I know that when I do this, I have about 8 new trial users that I'm going to ask of this favor. But I want you to be thinking about 5 people, and I want you to message them, and I want you to ask them for a favor. And I want you to tell them, you know, I have a goal of getting, let's say, 10 people started on our products before the end of the month, and I was just wondering if you could do me a favor. If they say yes, then I would love for them to post this message on their Facebook wall. So you're just asking them for a favor, and if they say yes, then they're going to post this on their wall. Okay, and it says, needing your help. Do I have anybody on my friends list interested in losing 5 to 7 pounds in 7 days? Simple 2 pill twice a day program. Comment below. Now, you can change this. This is just a suggestion that you can use that I know gets good interaction. Okay, so be thinking in your head. Do you have some new wholesale associates? Do you have a friend, family, anybody that would help you with this? Set a goal of getting 5 people to do this. Now, they can tag you in it or not tag you in it, but essentially when they start getting comments, you're going to help whoever comments with product. If you're using it can be, Lori, it can be people using the products already, or it can just be a friend that you're like, would you do me this favor? Because it's going to open you up to their Facebook friends. And that's what we're trying to get, is to their Facebook friends, so that you get sort of like another layer of warm market because they know you. So they can tag, like I said, tag you in it. But if it's somebody, here's my suggestion. If it's somebody who's already using the products, like if it's a new wholesale member that has their 100 PV, and let's just say they have tons of people on there commenting, that is the perfect foot in the door opportunity for you to be like, listen, you have like 8 friends that are super interested in buying. We have this new referral program going on that's right now. If they order a combo, you're going to earn $15. Does that interest you? And going back to them, and that's a great way to open up a conversation of getting people interested in selling the product without having to like push that on them. If they're not interested, they're not interested, right? But it just opens up so many doors. There's so many things. And I think that you guys, if you do it, I know it's a little bit scary, but if you do it, I think that you're going to be, number one, so glad that you did. And number 2, extremely shocked by the kind of responses that you get and the opportunities that opens. So be thinking about the 5 people you're going to ask, whether it be friends, customers, etc. So is this a share post? How do I make sure that we let them know they have to pay for the trial? Lynette, I would just so let's say I asked you and you post it on your wall. I'm going to be helping those people, and I'm going to go to them and be messaging them. So I'm going to be still helping them as though it was like a yard sale post or something along those lines. And I'm going to just tell them a little bit about our product, just like I would anybody else. That would be the same method I would use with these people that are interested. So I came up with a great way also to get people to try a 7-day. Oh, that's cool, Lori. That's a good idea. They post it, Lynette. So you're going to ask them to make a post on their wall asking if they have any friends interested in losing weight. And it can word it however you want to word it. But you're going to be helping the people that comment. And then, like I said, that opens up a door for you to have a conversation with whoever posted it about selling. So be thinking about that. And if you have any questions, I can take some more questions on that at the end. So hopefully that gave you guys, talking about that gave you guys plenty of time to finish up the last one. When we ask them, we tell them that we will help. Yeah, yes, Lynette, I would, when you ask them, it's totally fine to tell whoever you're asking, like, don't worry, if anybody comments, I will answer, I'll message them and answer their questions. I'll help them. I don't know what you mean, Lori. A bit.ly link share somehow. I don't know what you mean. Explain that. Okay. The next assignment that I have for you guys, because that's sort of like a homework-y one, is to go find something besides a testimony that's relevant to what we do that would add value to your customer group, and go post it in there. So a weight loss tip, a workout tip, a recipe, some sort of hack or something that adds value to the health industry of what we're in, that's not just a straight up testimony. So go find something and put it in there. Oh, that's awesome, Lynette. That's good. That's valuable. People learning how to look at labels and understand those. I like doing these because obviously the testimonies keep people engaged and keep people drawn in. But if you create sort of like a culture of where there's actual valuable stuff in there, people are going to want to come back to the group just to see if there's a new recipe posted, just to see if there's a new tip posted, just to see. So the more value you can bring, the heavier in the value department that you can make your group, the more interesting it's going to be. And I'm sure you guys noticed Facebook just did a huge cleanup this week with pulling inactives out of groups, and everybody went into like total panic mode about group numbers dropping, and it has to do with people just not having looked at the group or been interested in the group. And so some of this stuff helps to keep the interest there. So that's awesome, Lynette. Yeah, Lori, so I think I understand what you're saying, and I don't know if this is going to answer your question, but I think it does. If it's a current, like a wholesale customer, obviously they have links. And if they had a bunch of people interested, I would definitely be like, listen, this is your link. If you send it and they order from you, you're going to get compensated from that. So yeah, I would definitely present them with that, and give them their Bitly link so that it's an option. If they're not interested, no problem. I'm here. I will help them. I'm interested in helping them. I'm interested in making that $15. So if they're not, then it's totally fine. It's not a big deal, but I would bring that to them if that answers what you were saying or clears up that question. So I kind of like cheated and went ahead of time and got a recipe ready. So I already have a recipe that I'm going to post in my group. If you guys don't know places to look, I know we talked about it a couple of times, but it doesn't help to go back over it. Google, obviously, recipes. Pinterest is a huge help. We have a section on our website now that has great tips, but again, if you're going to share anything from our website, I recommend that you copy and paste it and not share our website link ever. You can credit where it came from. That's a good idea always, but I do recommend copying and pasting it. As you get done with that, please make sure you say done so that I know that people are keeping up and I'm not going too fast. Does anybody have any questions while we're that's kind of an easy one, I know, so we can take some questions. Is anybody on here for the first time? I know we've done a bunch of these now, so probably not, but I'm interested to know. Oh, yeah, we do have new people. That's awesome. Tammy, did you mean to raise your hand? I can unmute you. Did you mean to raise your hand?
I was just letting you know it's the first time I've been on here.
Oh, yay!
Usually have them when I'm at work and I'm off work because I've had surgery. And
Awesome.
so I don't go back until next week. So this is the first time I've got to see one.
Yay!
I didn't really know what they were all about. So just checking in.
Awesome.
Good information.
Well, I hope you're feeling better.
Oh, yeah. Getting there.
Good. Awesome. I just heard about it yesterday and was excited. This is my first time. Yay! We have lots of new people. Cool. Hopefully you guys will be back. Yay. How often? Nicole, they're every single day except for Sunday so far. We've been kind of taking a break on Sundays to let everybody, relax and catch up and spend time with family and stuff. So we haven't been doing them on Sundays, but so far I believe, look at my calendar here. I think we have these scheduled all the way out through the end of January right now. So they're every single day at different times. So this week, We obviously had me today, and then tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is Kaylee's, and that'll be the last one for this week. And excuse me, and then we have all of next week, and we'll get that schedule out hopefully today. We try to get it out with plenty of days in advance so that everybody has time to sort of plan what their week is going to look like and what ones they can attend. I know we've had some requests for some more evening ones, so I think that's something we're going to try to incorporate so that everybody has an opportunity to get on some. So
Hi, Mommy.
hi, Baylor. Lucas was just saying hi, Alicia says.
Hi.
Okay, I lost my train of thought. Oh, schedule. Is there a place where it's posted? We make sure that all of the 5 stars and above that are participating have them. So if you are in a group with any of those people, so that would be Annette, Alicia, Stacy, me, Kaylee's group, Elisa's group, Jenna, Darla. I think Jonathan's been sharing. So if you're in any of those groups, as soon as we have those out and they share them, I keep mine pinned to the announcements. So just ask whoever is in that category closest to you, and they should have the schedule for next week, hopefully by tomorrow at the latest, hopefully. Okay, so we've had some time to do that. Hopefully everybody has had some time. The next one is I want you to look in, and some of you have probably already done this, so I don't know how much time this is going to take exactly, but go back through the month of January in your messenger, and if there's anybody that you've sent your link to. Now, I know we did some 10 follow-ups earlier asking people how they were, but I want you to find specifically anybody you've sent a link to, and I want you to go check on them. Just super simple, super quick. Hey, did you have any trouble with that? Can I answer any more questions for you, etc. We just want to stay on the up and up on that, because if they go to the orphanry, the sooner you know that, the easier it is to get them back. If they go to a third-party website, we can get those people back and move back underneath you, but we have to know within a reasonable time frame to get them moved back to you. So the more you keep up on that, the closer in contact you stay with those people, the better it's going to be overall. So I need to do this myself for the month of January. So scroll back as far back as you want. I usually start with the beginning of this week, go back to this week, make sure I've got everybody in line, and then go back further if I've let it go that long. So that's just usually how I do it. Talk to the people I've talked to most recently first, and then kind of scroll on back. So just like I said, it doesn't have to be some specific link or some specific, I'm going to get it out here in a second, script. Just check in on them, ask if they have any questions or if they had any trouble with ordering. A list of assignments. Yeah, hang on. Okay, I think those are all the assignments we've done so far. Awesome. Seeing people say getting done. Everybody doing okay? Anybody have any questions or anything right now? Is it always the same code? 789-258-7207, I think is always the code, but it's always truepowerhour.com. That'll take you straight to join us. So that's the easiest way to get in. But I think that code is the same every time if they're coming in from the phone. But truepowerhour.com. Let me type that in. Truepowerhour.com will always get you in with us. Yay! Okay. I have, I think, one more assignment. I think I got through all of these. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to take me longer. I think I have one more. Message. Okay, so today's I think the last one I have. I'll read back through these, make sure I got all of them when I get done giving you this one. But I want you to go back to anybody you have starting the products or having started the products just recently. I want to make sure that you have sent them some sort of instructions. Like, it doesn't have to be anything fancy, but this is so, so important. It's such good customer service to make sure that you're setting them up for success. It's just, I think one of the things that people fall short on because I don't understand the importance. If you set somebody up on a product and you don't tell them how to take it, 90% of the time they're going to be doing something wrong. They're going to be not hungry and not eating. They're going to be not drinking enough water. They're going to be maybe not eating first and then getting sick. You have to find some method of sending them instructions for getting started. So I want you to look at your list of anybody you have on a trial or a 30-day supply. If you have not sent them any kind of instructions, then please do. I'm going to send you here in the chat an example of what I have been sending, and it's super simple. There's nothing special to it at all, but it gets the job done. If I can find what I'm looking for. Of course, it's not right where I left it. I don't know who AG is because all I can see is AG, but yes, if you want to do it now, that's fine. If you want to catch the recording and do it later on, but we are all like actively doing as much of this as we can as we go, and I'm having you tell me when you're done. So yes, if you want to participate and do it as we go, then that's fine. If not, then watch for the recording and you can always go back, or like somebody asked for a screenshot of all the assignments so that they can kind of catch up on them later. So this is what I send. And like I said, nothing special, but there's a few things that I do send a measuring chart so that they can measure, but I want them to take a photo. I think that's so important. People don't do that. and then they hate that they don't have a before photo. Like if you lost 50 pounds and you don't have a before photo, I mean, I'm sure there's somebody on here that can relate to that. You would be so mad at yourself for not taking a before photo. So I really, really majorly push that. And then obviously I want them to eat something first. I don't want them skipping meals. I want them to drink plenty of water. So I just send them these 8 things. And that's it. I mean, I don't have to send something special. So if you have somebody you haven't sent some instructions to, please either write their name down or go send them some instructions. And take a second to do that. If you've already done that, but you haven't checked back on anybody, then maybe use this time while everybody else is working on this to maybe go check back on some people that you have just getting started. That would be a good use of this time if you've already checked this off your list. So I have people I have to send this stuff to right now. You're welcome. And like I said, that's all that I have for today. So please make sure you ask any questions. And I'll hang around here with you guys until people start getting done, just in case there are questions, because we're done a little bit early. And then I will make sure the recording gets posted as soon as it's available for anybody that needs to go back and watch or wants to share. And then please, guys, if you enjoyed this, share. Ask your teams to jump on. Ask your sidelines to jump on. Like we want to help people. So please make sure that you are inviting others. Sharing is caring, right? So usually Kaylee will, because we're using her account, so usually Kaylee will take and disperse it out to us, and then we'll post it in our groups. So I'd say, Lindsay, whoever invited you, it takes a little bit for the recordings to process it. When they're done, we get them out. So whoever invited you should be able to get you a recording of this. Oh, Tabitha, you're so sweet. I love your hair straight like that. It's so pretty. You're welcome. I love it. Love you too, by the way. It's a gnat in my face. What the heck? Yay, thank you, Vicki. Okay, we've got like 5 minutes. Anybody have any questions about anything? Did anybody need me to repeat any assignments before we go or anything? Have fun with your grandbabies, Lynette. Have a good afternoon, good evening, good weekend. So again, before we run the next one of these tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with Kaylee, and then I will make sure we get next week's schedule out as quickly as possible so that everybody can start planning the last week of, well, the last full week, I guess, technically, of January. I can't believe that this is going to be the last full week of January already. And it's my birthday, my actual birthday. So those of you that are friends with me on Facebook, I celebrate my birthday the entire month of January, but my actual birthday is going to come up on the 23rd. So I actually get to celebrate the real day this coming week. So, oh, thank you, Stacy. My husband and I have been together almost 5 years now, and we were friends for a really long time before we actually got together. And the first time that we hung out where we were like, maybe this is sort of a date, I was like, we're celebrating my birthday, come hang out with us. And so he came and hung out, and then the next weekend we were like, we're celebrating my birthday, come hang out with us. And he was like, okay, when is your actual birthday? Because now you celebrated your birthday 2 weekends in a row. So now he just gets in on it and just gets used to the fact that we're celebrating all month. So thank you, Lindsay. Okay, we got 2 minutes to go. Anybody? 2 minutes, not 2 months. 2 minutes to go. Does anybody have anything? You're welcome, Sandy. Thank you for coming, spending some time with us. Oh, I love working together. It just makes you feel like you're part of something bigger and greater and really working towards something. And I don't know, just has that sense of community. I just love it. I love everything about it. Okay, well, I'm not seeing anything coming through reposting. Okay, hang on. I had them. I'll just scroll up and copy them. Somewhere, I thought I had them. Oopsie. Okay, there's the first 6, Terry. If you want to screenshot those. And then the last one was just to go back and make sure that you've set everybody up for success by making sure that they have instructions to take their products. If you've already made sure that they're set up, ready to go, ready to start their products, even if they've started, it's not too late to send them instructions. Just make sure that everybody is all set up and ready and knows what they're doing. If you've done that, then make sure you go back and check in on anybody that has started and you've not yet checked in on. So that was the last assignment. And that's all. So okay, well, thank you guys for spending your afternoons with me. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with Kaylee, TruePowerHour.com. Same place, gets you here at 10 a.m. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and have a wonderful evening and a great weekend. See you guys later.